So, that's how today's club meeting ends. This is the second time this week that I've seen not like this. How many more times this week is this going to keep happening? Well, if it's anything like the original mod, it's just going to keep happening. Hopefully this is the last time this week that this happens. I just can't stand to see her in this state, dog.
Hey, Nod. Why are you crying? Did your dad take yet another valuable thing away from you?
No, it's something far worse than that.
Really? What happened?
Natsuki wipes her eyes, utilizing her blazer sleeve. Not picture this right over the Natsuki wiping her tears away with her blazer sleeve.
Basically, Monica got really mad and kicked Sayori out of the literature club.
Seriously? You're kidding, right?
I really wish that I said I was kidding, but no, I'm not kidding.
Why would Monica kick Sayori out of the literature club?
Sayori had a little ragged book in her hand, and Monica told her the book what Sayori was reading was her secret personal diary. And it was a golden rule to not read the diary.
What?
Yeah, that's pretty much how I react. You took the words right out of my mouth.
Yuri was outraged hearing that Sayori was kicked out of the club. At this point, this club's reputation might as well hit rock bottom. Okay, maybe not totally rock bottom, but its reputation may drop significantly. This club doesn't even have enough members to remain operational anymore. Well, actually, it does. They needed 4. It was only in Act 2 that they absolutely needed MC to join to become a complete club. Besides, there's a pretty high chance that the club could disband. What is going to happen next? I don't even know. I grab my stuff and head home.
So, Natsuki?
What's up?
Do you want to,
Spit it out, Yuri. I don't like when people awkwardly stare at me.
Do you want to see my knife collection?
No!
Come on. I'll even let you hold one to see what it's like to be a chef.
I don't have time for this. I just saw Monica kick Sayori out, and I don't want to do anything else today. You're better off waiting until another time, Yuri. I'm going home now. See you on Monday.
The inner machinations of the minds of high school students these days are an enigma.
Yeah. Well, it's the end of another school day. The timing of Sayori's banishment from the Literature Club couldn't be any worse. Why, you may ask? Right now, it is the weekend before the second annual club festival. I sometimes ask myself a few things. How will the festival turn out? Who is going to come visit the club for a night? A night? How is Sayori coping with this situation, seeing as though she is not invited to work at the festival on Monday? And worst of all, will Sayori be okay? I cringe at the thought of losing my bestest childhood friend again. My phone buzzes. Oh my. I pick up my phone and look at the notification. It's a message from Yuri. I wonder what she wants. I open up the Messages app and tap on the ping.
Hey, Hallie, this is Yuri. How has your day been after school today?
It wasn't very good. Sayori's banishment from the LC made me rage so hard internally. Ping.
Same. I can't believe Monica would do something like that.
I know, right? She's got the personality of a sewing machine. What does that even mean?
Oh, Lexi. I get the reference to Vine Finney's gameplay of Tomodachi Life.
I didn't. I chuckle. What do you want to talk about at this time?
Oh yes. Do you have any plans for this weekend?
I do not have any plans. Why do you ask?
Since the festival's on Monday, I want to do some decorating today. However, all of my paint went dry and I had to trash it. Is it okay if I come over to your house tomorrow so we can decorate for the festival?
Decorating with Yuri. That sounds like a relaxing thing to do. I am indeed in need of a stress reliever. Absolutely. What time will you be arriving tomorrow?
I will be at your house by 12 post-meridian. Does that sound good to you?
Yeah, sure. See you tomorrow at noon.
You too, Hallie. Have a good night. Winking face emoji.
Looks like that is settled then. Tomorrow, Yuri will be coming over to my house to make decorations for the festival. I look forward to it. You know, I choose to believe that Yuri actually typed out winking face emoji because she didn't know how to make one. That's my Flanderization of this game's Yuri. Chapter 3, the festival done right. I don't remember what Chapter 2 was. Oh wait, yeah, it was Meta Monica is what it was called. I remembered at the last moment. Today is Saturday. Yuri is going to come over to my house today, so I can assist her with constructing decorations for the second annual Literature Club Festival. The previous one didn't go well, as Monica had been causing quite some mischief. She was responsible for making Sayori and Yuri attempt to perish themselves. Thankfully, they never actually perished in my headcanon. They were just wasted. I'm still mad at Monica for that, however. In the Grand Theft Auto series, someone is wasted means that you have passed out. You respawn at the nearest hospital depending on where you perish, paying a fee in the process. Sayori and Yuri had received their own forms of therapy to treat the problems that they had in a timely manner. In other words, Sayori had been taking antidepressants, while Yuri had been taking psychological therapy classes. I think those treatments are working out pretty well. I have only mentioned about Sayori and Yuri's negative conditions last year, but not Natsuki's. Quite frankly, Natsuki had not been tampered with at all. Well, apart from a one-off neck snap and that one time she vomited near Yuri's wasted corpse, I don't think Natsuki was messed with at that moment. Perhaps also that one-off with the realistic mouth and babbling nonsense. Okay, yeah, probably there. For the most part, Natsuki during Act 2 was the most stable. No major issues and tamperings took place. Amazing. The things I had stated were things that literally only just caught me off guard, and that's it. Surely I would have lost it if Natsuki just randomly had her head explode, with blood gushing out of her neck like a fountain. Quite similar to what happens when you try to breathe in space. But that never happened, so it's all good. Oh, it's all good. It's noon right now, so Yuri should be here shortly. I see her approaching me right now, actually. She's walking a little slower than usual today. I wonder why.
Greetings, Sally. Sorry to keep you waiting. I just needed to gather all the large paper I currently had at home. It ain't much, but this will suffice.
Not pictured a massive stack of large colored paper.
Are you ready to roll?
Yeah, let's do this.
Good answer.
We proceed to walk inside. You sure you're able to carry all those papers with you?
Perhaps.
At least let me carry half of that. I don't think you can see where you're going. What if you trip and all those papers scatter all over the place? It'll take a while to clean the potential mess up.
I'll manage. Don't worry about me. I've handled large stacks of paper like this before, and I had absolutely zero problems with it.
Alright then. Some time passes and we're all set to construct eye-catching decorations for the festival. In the normal canon, I'd either be doing this or bake with Natsuki on Sunday. It depends on whichever player could be controlling me at that moment. At that moment's time is what it said. Depends on who said player's favorite girl is. However, in my headcanon, I did this on Saturday and baked with Natsuki on Sunday. Oh, okay. So there's a chance that I'll repeat such an eventful weekend at this point in time. That was a really good weekend, honestly. And here I am right now, starting the first part again. We begin working with the first large paper at our disposal.
Okay, Hallie. Before we begin, I just want to let you know about what to expect here. We're going to have a lot of paper to cut here. I want to make more decorations than what we had last time. These decorations are going to look more original and appealing. Despite what happened last time, I am confident that the festival will not be a disaster. But I doubt that this year's festival will even be good. Especially after Monica kicked Sayori out of the club. All over one book. Are you off of your nut? Kicking someone out of your own club over a book?
One moment, dear Vero. I need to do something real quick. Sorry about that. I saw a stink bug crawling up the wall in my hallway, and I did not want him to fly into the room and annoy me.
How much does that make sense?
I know what Monica did to Sayori was completely uncalled for. That came from absolutely nowhere at all. Honestly, I have no idea if there's even going to be a festival on Monday. The club's reputation may be hitting rock bottom soon. People are going to start picking on Monica for what she did to Sayori very soon, mark my words. As a matter of fact, Monica's reputation is going to hit rock bottom too. It may not look like that's the case now, but that will happen eventually.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I'm sure you'd like to cut her long hair off if you had the guts to do it or something.
Well, I don't know about that. I have absolutely zero pairs of scissors at home.
That's weird.
I used to have some pairs, but they were really old and finally broke apart.
How do you ever break scissors?
A knife would never do when you want to cut hair.
I think that's also not true.
Well, maybe a pocket knife of sorts. Do you think maybe I should stop collecting knives? Perhaps I also move on from that knife obsession you're tired of seeing.
What will Hallie do? Well, gosh. It's not like the knife collecting itself was the problem, you know. But, Let's go berserk! Actually, I don't know. We should probably take a quick break. I'm rather hungry right now. I think I'll go eat a Tide Pod.
Huh? You want to eat a Tide Pod? You can't eat Tide Pods. There are chemicals inside that are harmful for you. You'll perish by poisoning.
I smell oil.
Is there something burning?
Man, I could use a cup of petrol. I gotta get my internal engine refueled.
Oh, okay then. I should probably saw it off. In other words, I'm gonna go. You're really weird. Tally ho, and away I go.
Huh. Dagnabbit. Why did I just go berserk? I ain't a gorilla, am I? Yuri has escaped and left everything behind. And now I have no idea on what I am really supposed to do. If only I weren't such a meme lord. Game over, man. Game over. You got the jackass ending. No one likes to spend time with a person who's acting really weird. Try again. And yet, this mod's MC, and his other characters as well, are always really weird. Poke Yuri's face! And take a pencil and poke Yuri's face with the pointy end of it. The pencil is thankfully not sharp enough to literally poke a hole into her skin.
Gah! Ouch! Hallie?
What?
Did you just poke me with a dull pencil?
Yeah. I say I just wanted to boop your nose. Without contaminating my hands with your DNA, that is.
What? That actually felt really good. Do it again, please.
So I did.
That's nice. Again. Yeah.
I should really stop doing this now.
Give me your pencil. I need it so badly.
Yuri? Why are you acting so weird?
I'm not sure. I've never felt anything sharp like that in a long time. I feel this great sensation in my body right now. You know what? It's best if I live with you from now on.
Well, what did MC say in protest? What?
We'll be together forever.
Here we go again. Insert laugh track. Game over, man. You ended up living with Yuri. That's a total game over. If you like Natsuki, you got the yandere button ending. Don't poke anyone with sharp objects. That's actually good advice. Don't do it. I mean, unless you have to. If you're a doctor and it's necessary to poke someone with something sharp, go for it. Go for it. I forget what she asked me. Perhaps I also move on from that knife obsession you're tired of seeing. Okay, did I respond or go with the flow? I'm gonna go with this one first.
Hallie? Hello? Oh, that's just lovely. Hallie.exe is not responding. Nobody likes when any program says it is not responding or stopped working. Losing unsafe changes really grinds my gears. Should I wait for the program to respond or should I close it and restart the program? I'm not waiting for Hallie.exe to resume responding. And I sure as hell won't wait 6 hours for an update to be in progress. I'm just going to close the program.
Game over, man. You got closed. Tell me what time of anything. You got the kernel panic ending. Okay, make sure all of your core components in the brain are operational. Try again. Make sure your computer is responsive. Let's go with the flow. Well, if you feel like doing it, then yeah. It's probably for the best if you sell all your knives. You're more than likely to have the money to buy yourself a mansion after doing it. Yes, I'm sure that selling all of her knives will give her enough to buy a mansion. How many knives do you have?
A lot. It's hard to say the exact amount. Perhaps a rough estimate of 1,000 knives are in my possession.
Even 1,000 knives would not do that.
They're mostly kitchen knives and not as sharp, but that's about it. I do have some of the most famous knives of the world. I even possess a katana. But the most deadliest knife I own of all, a Mark I trench knife. A historical knife from the First World War. The best weapon for close-quarter combat featuring knuckles. You know, the little holes where you put your fingers through. It's almost like you're Wolverine in a way. Get my drift?
Yeah, that is pretty cool though. You have shown me a wonderful knife collection a while back, honestly.
Anyway, let's resume where we left off.
A few minutes later, Yuri and I had almost finished working on some banners. And as you'd expect, Yuri got some paint on her face. Author's message. This graphic you are seeing is a placeholder. The picture is subjected to change at any time in future demo races. Oh, okay. Thank you for your cooperation. I rubbed Yuri's face with a towel I found from my bathroom. I literally just took it out of the washing machine. The warmth of the cloth caused Yuri's face to increase in temperature by a moderate amount. It had been an unusually cold day.
Oh, yes. So much better. I've never felt like this in a while.
Heh. Well, I'm just trying to keep you warm. I wouldn't want you or nor anyone else to freeze up.
I see. You're too kind.
Some time passes. It was a daunting task, but we finally finished building the decorations and banners for the festival. Phew. It's finally complete.
Thank you for helping me out with these decorations today. I'm sure these will make people come to our club. Well, if there's even going to be a festival.
Despite the club's reputation decreasing after Monica did what she did to Sayori, I still believe that the festival will still go on.
Gee, I hope so. We spent 3 hours assembling all these decorations and banners together. If the festival suddenly gets cancelled, our work would be nothing but a waste of our time and lives. I don't like when I have to do things and then realize they are a waste of my time.
Gee, I know that feeling all too well.
Well, anyway, do you have any plans for tomorrow?
Not at the moment. Tomorrow might just be a chill day for me. I check my phone for any missed calls or texts. There were no missed calls or no texts. I haven't received any notifications, but I'll just be checking my phone for them tomorrow. I'm curious to see how tomorrow goes.
Oh, alright then. I suppose I'll see you on Monday.
Yup. See you on Monday, Yuri. Have a splendid rest of your day.
Likewise, Hallie.
It's a late afternoon on Sunday. Looking at my phone, I have not received any calls nor texts so far. I don't plan on doing much today. I might just sit down and play my PC later. I'll probably stream myself playing Katawa Shoujo in the future. I've seen a couple people play it. It's supposed to be a great game despite the absurdly long length. 7.5 hours just to do the main campaign. 25.5 hours to do the main campaign plus extras. 35 hours for completionists' sake. Holy moly. Also, are you old enough to play that game? I wonder how long it had taken to develop this game. It must have taken at least a decade to construct such a marvelous indie visual novel about girls with disabilities. One with a single good eye, one with metal legs, one who never talks, and one who acts like Wario when she laughs, etc. Yikes. I must say this game is pretty good so far. I didn't go far into it. I stopped around the 1 hour mark or something. Maybe today I'll finally be able to resume playing Katawa Shoujo. Words. I'm going to get off my arse and do that right about... Finally, my phone rings. Huh? Strange. It's not... I didn't expect her to be calling me. She usually never calls me. I usually call her once every day. We just talk about the latest stuff regarding manga, fashion, small animals, and baking. Other than these topics, that's about it. Something's up. I gently pick up the phone and accepted the call. Hello?
Hallie! Thank God you picked up!
What's wrong? You sound really scared. And why do I hear faint, indistinct yelling in the background? I can also hear you breathing very heavily and quickly. The sound of her breathing and the wind blowing makes me assume that Natsuki is currently running as fast as she could. I can't imagine how long Natsuki had been out running for.
Oh, well, Dad purchased a golden belt yesterday. He found out about me receiving that new manga you got me for my birthday.
Oh no! What did he do to it?
I don't know how I should answer that question. I'll tell you about it when I go over to your house in a bit.
Huh. Well, there goes my original. That idea just flew out the window. So, where are you now?
Well, I'm just running down the street right now, and... Ow!
I hear that whip crack. Natsuki was being belted by your dad. Oh no!
I'll see you in a few minutes. You should see me dressed all cutesy. Urgh! I can't believe I just said that. Anyway, I'm gonna hang up now. Bye-bye! Ah!
My phone emits 3 low-pitched beeps, and then it returns to the home screen. I can't believe Natsuki's dad is actually belting his own daughter. This is absolutely unacceptable. First, Monica kicks Sayori out of the Loja Club over a book, and now this. What will be the next thing to happen? Me losing power when the next storm rolls in? Jeez Louise. This would contain a string of extremely unfortunate events. And this latest event is just taking the mickey. Taking the mickey? Is this a Britishism?